to your game now, Dan, in what is it?
The Lions and the Rams. And guys, let me tell you something. Let me hit you with it, okay? 55.5 over under. 5.5 spread. The money line, of course, is looking more towards the Rams, as you could probably imagine.
Mhm.
But the main thing that I love about this game is one, the drama behind it. That imagine when you say, I'm going to switch my quarterback and you send Matthew Stafford to the bright and shiny Rams, and you send the
Yeah.
number one overall pick to the
Mhm.
deepest parts of freaking hell, bro, and he
Yeah.
rose from the
He
ashes
helped them. He was a big
and
reason.
absolutely brought this team into something special, bro. And which is why for me, right? While the Rams have been able to be fluid on offense, I think Puka and Devontae Adams they're going to be very adamant in this game. The reason why I say that, Scotty, is because both safety what was it Thomas Harper, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, they're still out for the game. Their left guard, Awosika, I think his name is, and then Khalif Raymond is going to be out this game as well. So it's like um, it's more for the defensive side of the ball. Of course, I would be more worried about. Um, just because, like, for people like Devontae and Puka, who big bodies that could take over the top, you want hard hitters like Kirby Joseph and Brian
Mhm.
Branch who are going to be able to do that. So they're probably going to take that to their advantage. I would expect this game. I would expect that the Rams, once they notice that they're trying to spread the field, they're going to be able to adjust and do little dinks and dunks. Probably do a lot of the what's it called, the dump off guys like Kyron or Corum, and be able to run down the field all through the Lions. But like we said beforehand, the Lions have shown in the past that they're able to go far with their depth pieces and actually stay poised and control. And I give that credit 100% to Dan Campbell and his style of coaching. As far as the offensive side against the Rams side of the ball, the Rams are losing Darius Williams, and they're not going to have Tutu Atwell this game. So their speedster is going to be completely gone. And one of their corners are going to be gone. So hopefully, a lot of motions happen. I'm expecting JMO to most likely have a game. But I also wouldn't be shocked because Forbes Jr. is a very physical corner. So I expect Amon Ra to have a hard time either if he's getting pressed or, hey, if Forbes maybe coming in a little too like cocky, he might get burnt like he did with AJ Brown in the
I,
past.
I
So
think he'll
it's
probably
like
get burnt.
it's gonna be one of those two outcomes in my from what I'm thinking. And with that being the case, I'm gonna go and take the shocker and take the Lions to shock the Rams,
Okay.
and it's gonna be the over being 31-27.
Okay. I don't see it too differently. I think the Lions offense is gonna find a way. I know I can and I struggled with it, but ultimately I picked the Rams 31-30. So I'm like very much in the territory you're talking about. I think the Lions defense had the right mentality to take on the Cowboys offense. And although Dak and Stafford are similar quarterbacks, I don't think the offenses are quite
Are
like
definitely not
I
similar at
don't
all
think they're
now.
quite as dependent. I don't think their success is dependent on the same things. I think Dak, does a good job, kind of adjusting and audibling and finding his matchups. But I just think it's more sophisticated with the Rams and Puka. It's not his first year there. Uh, and I guess you could, sort of say Devontae is like Pickens. But I think Devontae has been a monster in the red zone. Clearly
He
defined
literally said
roles.
he will retire when Stafford decides to retire.
Yeah, he's like I'm never leaving. Yeah, I wouldn't either. He's one of the all-time leading touchdown scorers at the wide receiver position. I think he should keep going because he's a
Yes,
dog and
literally.
a top. If it wasn't for Julio Jones, AB, and Calvin Johnson, like he'd be like one of the best wide receivers of the past 20 years. But
I agree.
I think I don't think the Lions defense is gonna do enough in the fourth quarter and in the critical situations to stop this Rams team. It might happen once or twice, and this Rams team did lose to the Panthers, who also play hard on defense. But I just think the Rams are just going to be a little bit more dialed in. The Lions, they did lose to the Packers, and I kind of say, okay, you beat the Cowboys, you lost to the Packers, though. Where's that kind of put you against this Rams team? I still think they're kind
They
of.
beat a Cowboys team that was on a hype
They
train.
were,
Like
yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
And they went in there and completely stalled them.
Yeah, and I think that's huge. I think that shows they could try to come in with that same mentality against this Rams team that we don't care who you are, we're coming to kick your ass. Like, that's what this Lions team has always been. So that's why I only have it as a 1-point victory by the Rams, because I would take Lions spread, and I would take the over, and I would just call it a day, and then maybe place a side bet if you want to hedge and just place a side bet on Rams money line. But gamble responsibly. It is what it is.
Gamble responsibly always.
Yeah, always gamble responsibly. Never gamble what you can afford to lose. Not sponsored by anything, but I'm telling you because I just want what's best.
We're just
for you
good. We're
guys.
just good. We're just good peoples. That's
Yeah,
it.
we just don't want that for
We
anything.
care about our fans.
Yeah, we care about our fans. So, yeah. All right, now we've discussed Packers, Broncos, Rams, Lions. Now it's time